Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Massive TV campaign launched for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. This will not be a surprise for many in the crypto space. The entity behind this is hedge fund Grayscale, which I'd say is pretty gosh darn well known within the world of crypto. They are certainly pro XRP, despite the fact that they diminished the way that they weight their portfolio. It reduced their XRP holdings in terms of weight percentage by 1.4%. But I also had a video not too long ago that cited even though they weighted it differently, the holdings still increased numerically. In fact, they doubled their XRP holdings within the last, few weeks or so. It's been absolutely massive here. So Grayscale definitely very pro XRP. Not surprising, though, their largest holdings, Bitcoin. I mean, really, I can't think of a single crypto hedge fund that I've come across where the largest holding isn't Bitcoin. It's the most well-known. It's the one with the brand cachet, if you will. So I'm going to be running through this with you, but before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap that like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. If you would be willing to do that, it's basically your way of telling YouTube that you don't completely hate everything that Moon Lambo is creating here, and it will result in this video being pushed out onto other people. So if you'd be willing to, know that I appreciate it. If not, thanks for stopping by. Regardless, we can still be cool. I'll high-five you. Or if you're worried about that COVID stuff we do on the elbow bump things, apparently that's getting pretty cool. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. Don't cost nothing, man. All right, so let's jump in here. In investor circles, cryptocurrencies have long been recognized as promising and therefore worthwhile options. However, in order to really exploit the potential of cryptocurrencies, cooperation with business and, above all, politics is essential. And although this cooperation is already being successively expanded, there is still one factor missing, which is determining governmental courses to a large extent: the trust of the general population in cryptocurrencies. Grayscale is looking to change this. Well, I don't think that the trust of the general public is weighing into, government regulations surrounding the space, but hey, whatever, they can write whatever they want. It's their damn website, right? But I have been saying for some time that as far as crypto adoption is concerned, it's here to stay. The crypto asset class is not going away unless the Webernets goes away. If we lose the internet, fine. That's not going to happen, right? Short of some sort of EMP pulse that takes out the entire planet in some sort of permanent fashion, it's just not happening here. And so as far as crypto becoming more mainstream, it shouldn't be surprising that ultimately there would be hedge funds and other entities. It's not all going to be specifically institutional entities, but of course there's going to be advertisements having lots to do with crypto, either specific assets or developments built on top of specific blockchains coming to the masses. Just wait. One day there will be, a Super Bowl crypto-related ad, unless it's already happened and I'm just unaware. But I'm not aware. Maybe it did. But if not, I suspect that it's going to be coming sooner than later, because this isn't going away and there's real utility to be had here, which is why my entire investment thesis surrounding crypto and XRP is that utility matters and will win the day. XRP is quite functional. It's actually solving a real-world problem, and that's what I'm always looking for when considering purchasing a cryptocurrency. It's also the only reason that XRP is the only cryptocurrency I've purchased since the beginning of 2018. So what is Grayscale doing? Well, here's the subheading. Grayscale plans a large-scale TV campaign to bring Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP into the mainstream. The founder and CEO of Digital Currency Group, the parent company of Grayscale Investments, Genesis Trading, and CoinDesk, Barry Silbert, announced a few days ago a national TV campaign for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. How about that? And here's the actual tweet from Barry Silbert. And this was from August 7th, so this is already happening this week. Are you ready? Grayscale's national ad campaign kicks off next week with a TV ad on CNBC, MSNBC, Fox, and Fox Business. We're going to bring crypto to the masses. Media, if you want a sneak peek, get in touch with @nitwitty. And so it's certainly coming here. So next time you're watching the tubes, maybe you're gonna see one of these ads here. Now, the network giant CNBC, MSNBC, Fox, and Fox Business have a total reach of more than 6.5 million people, with more than half of that being the Fox audience. According to current data from Statista, young viewers up to the middle age of up to 49 years are mainly represented. So the young population also learns about the advantages and opportunities of cryptocurrencies. And that's why I always say, look, just let enough time pass. It will become increasingly, even if painfully for some people who have been deniers, that crypto is absolutely here to stay. Now, the fact that the campaign runs through several networks with different target groups is an indicator of the goal Grayscale has set itself with this campaign. After all, the largest cryptocurrency asset manager is not only interested in serving a group of experts, but in reaching the mainstream and creating a basis for further growth. And so that's one of the things that's always been so exciting to me about investing into the world of crypto. It's that almost no one on the planet is here. Like, seriously, it's substantially less than 1% of humans that own crypto, but given my firm conviction that the asset class isn't going away and that entities are going to continue to diversify increasingly over time, especially as the United States dollar continues to be debased by runaway government printing. You know, with that burr sound that I can't make. When I make the burr sound, it's like, because I can't roll my R's. It's like that's the best I can do, man. Somebody's going to unsubscribe for that one, I know it, because I can't make the burr sound. But given that that's the case, where do you think the money's going to flow? And so it's my idea, certainly, that it's going to flow into assets. Because with every year that passes, the United States dollar has less buying power than it did the year before. And so it's going to go into perhaps stocks, gold, silver, cryptocurrency, certainly real estate, although some argue that that's a bubble right now and could pop. We shall see what happens there. But cryptocurrencies, this asset class is not in a bubble. It's worth, what, a few $100 billion roughly at this point? I mean, my gosh, it's almost nothing here. It's extremely minimal. And so as time passes, wait for more stuff like this to happen. And I mentioned this briefly in another video, but it ties in so well I had to bring it up again. This came from Banana Man, who tagged me and wrote, "Moon Lambo, my dad just sent me this asking how he can buy Bitcoin. This is in the Sunday Telegraph, so the publicity machine is starting. And the title is, Now or Never to Buy Bitcoin as Investors Get Serious. And within this piece, and it's a picture, it's on your screen right now if you want to look, they're citing that Bitcoin may increase fivefold by 2023. How about that? And so how about that headline to catch people? Oh my God, it's the last chance to hop on the train before Bitcoin takes off. How many times have you heard things along those lines? I mean, I remember seeing in 2018, last chance to buy XRP at 50 cents. Last chance to buy XRP at 40 cents. Last chance to buy XRP at 30 cents. My gosh. All right, I'll tell you what. So that's a bunch of Nostradamuses out there that are failing with their predictions, right? They're not seeing the future here. Nobody knows exactly what it's going to look like, but I am Mr. XRP bull for a reason. But when I see a headline like this, now or never, I'm like, oh my God. Some people are going to buy into that. Like that could be really powerful, really persuasive to some people. That's too bad. But I don't know. I mean, at some point, yes, it'll be true that cryptocurrencies are going to take off to such a degree that a price point that you could cite that's lower than that is never going to be hit. Okay, I'm not saying that's not the case, but they don't know. They don't frickin' know. It's just kind of silliness here. But you're going to see a lot more of this. Just wait, especially as the market gets super duper hot and begins to go parabolic again. I don't know when that's going to happen, but maybe this year, maybe next year. I don't know. I don't care if it's 5 years from now or 10 years. I'm going to be here, okay? I consider myself to have a front row seat checking this stuff out every day, and it's a blasty blast. But it's a coming here. Now, here's a tweet from somebody named Jilts, XRP, who writes, Goosenecks and golden crosses go hand in hand with clickbait tossers. Charts don't make events. Events make charts. XRP's event is pending internal politics and NDAs. Then suddenly, we will be witnessing a completely uncharted golden goose, no riddle intended. And fair enough, I love diversity of thought, and so I must respectfully disagree with this concept, which is that charts don't make events, events make charts. I think King Solomon, who responded, put it quite well. He wrote, XRP events have happened for 2 years straight. Events don't make charts. Whales do. I'm much more inclined to agree with that with that position here. And it's not ultimately, I'm not stating, to be clear, I'm not stating that events don't matter. Of course, real world developments matter. And if they weren't occurring, if I didn't see real adoption, real utility, I wouldn't be here. But I'm saying that there aren't enough people that have that mindset, that are parsing out the differences between cryptocurrencies sufficiently. That's the point that I'm making here. And so in terms of all the price action that's happened for the entirety of my time in crypto, which is almost 3 years, as of November, it'll be 3 years, it's been almost entirely speculation. Now, I will also argue that part of the reason that XRP has maintained its relative position in terms of market cap for years and years and years, look, despite the news not pushing it up even further in terms of price action, despite that, I still would argue, and I do firmly believe this, that the fact that all these things are happened has kept the price where it is. There's a reason that XRP is so high in terms of market cap relative to other coins. It's because there are some people, like me, for example, that do care about that. I'm just saying there aren't enough of them, and people are going to FOMO in and speculate and all that jazz. There's no indication that's going to die down anytime soon. But that also represents, to me, a lot. It means that there's a lot of room for asymmetrical gains, because people still haven't figured the space out. And I'm not claiming that I've figured everything out. Most certainly not. Nobody has, though. I'm just saying I found a cryptocurrency in XRP that is functionally being used in enterprise commercial software today. Doesn't that matter? Don't you think people are going to catch on? Imagine in the future, as the asset class continues to be diversified. Say you're an institutional investor, which hopefully would be more savvy than most retail investors, right? If you're an institutional investor and you're putting other people's money to work. When you come into this space and you look at Bitcoin, which functionally isn't doing anything, it's not really used for anything except for fringe cases where somebody actually tries to use it as money, which, most people aren't even arguing that Bitcoin's money today in 2020. It's a failed experiment in that way, unless you can have successful layer 2 technology, which to this point hasn't happened. So if you're an institutional investor, you're going to come in, look at Bitcoin, and be like, it doesn't do anything. There's no actual value as a result. Am I going to put my money in this? Well, today people say yes, institutions say yes, and maybe that's going to persist, and maybe Bitcoin will have staying power. Maybe. I'm just saying I'm skeptical. It certainly could, though. But are you going to be more confident in that? Or coin market, in terms of market cap, coin 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that also isn't doing anything? Or are you going to spot XRP and be like, wait a minute, XRP, so businesses need this to conduct their actual business plans, which means it's probably not going to go anywhere because people are counting on that and they know that. Might it be safer to put money into a cryptocurrency that is actually getting used? What do you think is going to happen as substantially more than 1% of humans one day own cryptocurrencies? Where do you think it's going to flow? Well, look, I don't know the way this is all going to pan out. I'm just telling you that these types of thoughts, this thought process, all these thought processes that I've been sharing with you in this video, it's what has led me to my investment thesis, which is simply that utility matters and will win the day. And all of this is high risk, so we don't technically know anything, but I know where I'm going to keep putting my money, and it's only in cryptocurrencies that actually do something, or if there's a promise that they're about to do something, and there's like real sound fundamentals. Okay, I'd be interested. Tell me more. But as far as chasing pumps and all this, no, I'm just not interested. But crypto asset class is here to stay, period. That's my opinion. But I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.